Hi friends. Today we're gonna get ready and look cute so we can feel good. We're gonna use this. Now that I'm looking at that, that looks so messy. I'm gonna take this out.
Yeah, boy.
So I hung out with my dad 2 days ago, dude. And it's so crazy because I've talked on here that he's a narcissist, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I am not TikTok diagnosing him. And it's crazy because we had such a good time the other day. We had so much fun. Oh my God. So there were these, okay, we have a bunch of stray cats in my neighborhood, and a cat like came in here and like laid her eggs and had like 3 kittens. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if she had more because I know usually like they have freaking 10 kittens, but thank God it was only 3 because it was kind of hard for her to take care of them, and I was trying my best. I've never taken care of cats ever. I've never owned a cat. So I didn't really know what to do, but I was trying to just put like food out for her. I was trying to put like food and water for her. And I tried to make like a warm little space for the kittens because for 2 days this last week, it was raining so hard and it was like 60 degrees. So I was like, holy shit. So the mom like abandoned 2 of her kittens. And it was raining so hard, and I called like the local shelter, and they were just like, yeah, just wait until the mom comes back. And I'm like, girl, it is pouring outside. Like, it is literally thundering outside. It's cold as shit. The water is like, the cats are wet, the kittens, and the mom is not like, they can't body regulate whatever. Y'all should have, dude, I was tweaking. My mom was like, bitch, you're gonna get sick. Like, I was distraught, honestly. I didn't know what to do because I was like, fuck, do I separate these freaking cats from their moms or what? I ended up separating them, which is sad, but the mom freaking, dude, it had been like a whole day and the mom was not coming back. And like, I saw her eating, because I can see from like my window, I saw her eating at the neighbor's house and just completely ignore the food I put out for her and completely ignore where her kittens were, which was right next to the food I put out. She abandoned them because she's not coming back for them. I literally was watching the window all day. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go outside because we made like a little roof for them too. I was like, I'm gonna go outside, and if they're wet and if the clothes and like the blankets I put under them are wet, I'm gonna take them inside because they're gonna fucking die of hypothermia, right? Yeah, guess what? Everything was wet. Even the kittens were wet and they were crying. So I was like, fuck, I have to take them inside. So I did. I fed them formula, but like they wouldn't open. They were so malnourished. I really don't think they had ate for that whole day. And it's just so frustrating because I understand shelters. Like, I understand that there's so many, it's really sad. There's so many animals in the shelter and it's like overcrowded. But genuinely, like, I don't know what I was gonna do with myself if these freaking kittens died in my hands. I just can't do that. I can't. Like, if I wouldn't be able to bury them, like, or throw them away. Like, I wouldn't know what to do with them. And I would just be so sad. So I was like, I tried as best as I could to take care of them. Getting the formula was a bitch. Everything was flooded. My car started like making noises because it's really low, and my neighborhood and just my whole area honestly is so, just like the roads are shitty and it's just it gets so flooded. Like, you cannot go anywhere unless you have like a monster truck, and it won't fuck up your engine. But that was super stressful, and it was dark already. It was like nighttime. And people drive kind of dumb when it's raining. I mean, I get it. You have to drive like really slow. But also some people drive really fast and like, what the hell? But I found a foster for her. Yay. But okay, so me and my dad went to go take her to a foster, right? Or take the kittens to a foster. And we had like breakfast, and then we went to take the kittens, and then we went to like a store, and then we went to the zoo. And I genuinely had such a good time. It was crazy. He visited my other sister, and we like called at the end of the day, and I was like, dude, how was it? Because usually it's a shit show, right? Someone's crying or someone's pissed off. And she was like, no, dude, like we had a really nice time. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like, I did too. Then I was thinking, like, holy shit, wow, maybe I should go and come over to his house, and he lives in Mexico, so it's not like, oh, let me go pass by his house. Like, no, it would be a whole trip, but it would be, that would be a lot of time. So the reason that that's like hard is because that's a lot of time together. because it's a drive, right? When he's really being toxic or like rude or annoying or something, you're kind of stuck there for a really long time. Because I had like this one good time with him, and it's crazy because even like 2 weeks ago, dude, oh my God, I wanted nothing to do with him. I was like so fed up and annoyed with him because he was, you know, doing as narcissists do. 2 weeks ago, holy shit, I was literally like, I'm gonna block him. I'm gonna block him from everything and just tell him I don't want to talk to him. Now it's like, oh, wow, you behaved so normally and you were actually really sweet. It was just like a complete switch. I'm very quick to be like, oh, wow, we had such a good time. Like, maybe I can have a good time and go over there and meet his girlfriend who is also toxic and like kind of crazy. But then I have to remind myself, like, no, dude, he's not consistent in this. Like, he doesn't act like this all the time. You know, once he shows consistency, okay, he's getting better, but he does this, you know. I can say what, maybe a couple months ago, he behaved like this, like very well, and was super just chill, normal, not a bitch. Like, even being a father figure, you know, like giving me advice. I mean, even if it's not good, but he's trying, you know, and it's better than like the trash advice he's given me before. When he has his good days, like it just feels like he's more level-headed. But the thing about a narcissist is that they freaking kind of like adapt to whoever they're with. So like, let's say the people he's around, so his girlfriend or his coworkers, whatever, if they're angry or like they have anger issues or are toxic or whatever, he's gonna absorb that and become that. And then if they're fine, then he's fine. It's like he can't just be fine for himself, you know, like on his own. And he can't like recognize sometimes that these people are bad for him and that he has to leave or that he can leave. I don't know. It's this whole thing. But I mean, I'm gonna take it for what it is. I had a really good time with him. I know he had a really good time too. It's just, it's so, I wish you guys could like hear it. The world of a difference it is, but it's not consistent. That's the thing. Like what's consistent right now, sadly, is that he's in a bad mood and he's just like angry and mad at everyone and himself. But it's like moments like this where he's normal and he's stable and nice, you know, that I just get ahead of myself and I'm like, I get too carried away and I'm like, oh my God, like you're gonna be like this forever. And hopefully, but I mean, it's not consistent, so you just have to pay attention to the patterns. And I mean, I'm not saying like he's gonna go back to being a bitch, but it's like, hopefully he can say, you know, maybe this time he'll realize like, holy shit, I feel so much better when I portray myself in this way, when I act like this. And then he just keeps being nicer and stuff. It's like, I don't know. You know those, okay, everyone that's like worked in customer service, you know those like old men that are so rude and they just tell you like, why is it this price? Why is it like, it's like you are the owner and it's up to you, you know? Or like, why does this taste like this? Like da da da. Like just the most annoying, like that's kind of how he acts like all the time. But 2 days ago, he was such a delight. And I mean, he still did some things that were annoying, but nowhere near, holy shit, like he leveled out. He was so, That's just something I kind of struggle with is I like someone shows some good signs and I'm like, oh my God, you've changed. Holy shit, you're gonna be like this forever. Like, thank God finally. But this happens like pretty periodically, but it just hasn't happened in a long time. So I got shocked. I believe in him. I think that God can make miracles and move mountains and like change people who genuinely, I mean, he has to want to also, and I think that he needs to recognize it. And that's the thing with narcissists. I mean, I've come to know like 3 in my life. They're literally the same. It's insane. They have to, I mean, you can't, this is everyone, not just narcissists, but everyone has to want to change. You can't, doesn't matter if you get a trainer, if you pay thousands of dollars for a personal trainer, anything, just like a life coach, anything. You have to be the one to change. It doesn't matter if your whole family wants you to change. You have to genuinely want that for yourself in order for that to happen, because in the end, you are in control of your thoughts. You're the only one in control of just everything, how you go about in life and how you portray yourself. So at the end, it's obviously his choice And I just hope he chooses healing, because not only is it beneficial obviously for like me and like his daughters, you know, but it's like he would just be so much happier, you know? Like he had such a good time. I know he did. He kept telling me like, "Oh my God, we had such a good time. We had such a good time." That's what I'm telling you. Like, it's surprising. But it's like, we can always have a good time. We can always have a good time. We just all need to be nice to each other. Listen and understand. Sometimes I feel like this is like too personal for me to be putting online, but I also think like, dude, so many people, but not even that, so many girls have issues with their dads. Like this specific, so many girls have issues with their dads. So if I can help a girly that is in this, if I can help someone in this specific position that I'm also in, I want to, or at least maybe I'm not helping, but you're heard. Oh my God. Just knowing that you're not alone. And I feel like that kind of helps in feeling a little bit better about it. I think a lot of people have at least one toxic parent. Maybe they're not narcissists, but they're still toxic and like maybe kind of flip-floppy with how they act towards you or just in general. But yeah, we got this. Look at my shirt. Yeah!